So guys, in this video, if you watched the previous video, you saw how long it takes to render this chair with the normal settings. And in this video, I'm just going to share with you quick settings you can use to actually get this chair rendered in maybe 10 seconds or 20 seconds with the similar quality level as of the previous video. Okay, so right now what we're going to do is we are going to activate the dome light, and we will use the Lightwave native rays to render the scene. And if I go here, we will see that we are using just the default Lightwave rays. It's the default built-in Lightwave rays into the Lightwave render engine. Okay, that's a native render ray path execution, and we'll see that the GI is completely turned on. All right, and then we're going to see the speed difference we get, and you'll be able to notice that we can almost in real time preview this 1 million polygon asset. Okay, so it's almost going to be in real time. Okay, if we are using the area light, it should be a lot faster. All right, so basically you can use the area light, okay, to preview your mesh and to check out the details of the surfacing and so on. And as you can see, the VPR is at full screen VPR. Okay, and you can see how fast it's updating. It's almost real time. Okay, and remember, this is not even this is only Lightwave 350. Okay, so this is some of the workflows that I use to visualize stuff super fast. And also, you've watched a lot of my videos and you know my workflows. And so for the blurred reflection on the black under surface, you have two options. We can just use it as backdrop with ray tracing. Will take longer. So basically, you can use a spherical map with a blurred with a sort of a blurred backplate, okay, for the surfacing for blurred reflections. So there will be zero computation on the native render part ray execution. So there'll be no calculation for the blurred reflections. That'll be set on the backplate. And also you can choose if you want to then add blurred reflections over that or leave it as is. So without blurred reflections, it would be a lot faster. Okay, however, you would obviously have the blurred reflections because of the blurred reflections in the backplate. Okay, but if you want to add some over that for extra level of realism, you can go ahead and do so. All right, so basically that's that. And you can see how quick and easy, how fast we are previewing this 1 million poly mesh. Okay, 1 million polygons. Okay, it's extremely detailed. And so if you are working with a Iron Man suit or some high poly asset, this is one of the workflows that you could use to do your surfacing and previewing. And then once you're ready and you're done, you can just adjust your lighting and switch over to final render. Okay,
new trade zone.
So I'm going to now do some renders and switch over to camera view. Obviously, compared to Monte Carlo, it's not as great looking. However, with the right fine tuning, you can get it to look how you want to look with the right surfacing and color grading. But yeah, so there was about 19 seconds at full HD, and if you want to switch over to a dome light and see how that looks, we can do so. So the dome light is also, to me, the dome light actually works like a path tracer, so it creates fake global illumination, and this is one of the ways that you could do some quick previous work and renders inside of Lightwave without using using actual GI. So the dome light is basically kind of works like a fake way to do path tracing on the fly, real time inside of Lightwave. So this is how it looks, and if you see, you can basically work with it. However, it is slightly slower than the area light. So I would suggest once you are done with your scene and you're ready to render, then maybe you can go ahead and use that. But let's take a look at the render with the dome light on. And you'll also want to be using the Intel Open Denoiser to get your images free of any type of grain artifacts. And so that's done, and let's go ahead and take a look. Yep. Yeah. And let's try again. So basically, what's the reason of using this method of rendering? If you are rendering some type of animation sequence or special effects like a CG element, and you don't have enough time on your hands to use the Lightwave's Monte Carlo renderer, you can just use the built-in Lightwave base. Okay. And you can see how quick this renders out. And so basically what you do is you will then render out the CG element or your CG asset in a sequence of images, and then you'll comp that into the final footage once you're comping all your elements into one final output. And so if you can imagine, if you are doing maybe a transformer mech or an Iron Man type suit or some type of CG element that's going to be comped in later into your video footage. This is the fastest way you can do it using any version of Lightwave, and you can see how realistic the results are. Okay, and that's just the power of the built-in Lightwave race and the built-in Lightwave engine. Okay, so this is the secret. This is one of the secrets of Lightwave. If you didn't know, now you know. Okay, and so with good color grading, you can get it to look as realistic how you want it. And you can see the previous video rendered at about 3 minutes at 2560, and this is doing it at 18 seconds at full HD 1920 by 1080. So 18 seconds on a 6-core laptop. And so if you had a much faster machine, you'll probably get this done in like about maybe 5 seconds, 3 seconds to 5 seconds per frame at full HD, or even less if you're working off a server. Alright, so it's just to show you. And by the way, I just moved the image scene angle on the blurred backplate to get a much cleaner blur reflection on the black surface area. Alright, and so yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. And yeah, so that's that. Yep, and that's pretty much as fast as you'll be able to get single asset visualizations done in DPR and final render output inside of Lightwave. It's as simple as that. And what you could also do is on your server settings, you could just add a ambient occlusion pass. If you want to do final renders and you don't have time for multicolor and waiting for long time renders, you can just do a occlusion pass. It's quite fast, and just to give your surfaces a slight little bit level of realism. And let's go ahead and do a render of this and see how it looks. Just remember the previous video, then the render time was about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes, something like that. And we're now doing it in about 18 seconds to 30 seconds, okay, on this laptop. It's a 6-core laptop, but like I said, if you have a really fast machine or hooked up to some type of render server, this would definitely be real time for you. Okay. So this just goes to show the efficiency of the native Lightwave rays. Just using the standard Lightwave rays, it's highly efficient. And if you know how to set up your scenes correctly, your surfaces correctly, there is actually no need for you to use bounces and GI, that sort of stuff. Unless you're rendering some type of scene that actually requires that, there's actually no need for you as a Lightwave user. If you're doing VFX stuff, or if you're rendering CG elements out, isolated CG elements, this workflow is actually perfect for that. And yeah, so I hope you like this quick video just to show you some real-time rendering workflows inside of Lightwave that I've been using over the years, and probably this could help you in some of your scenes and stuff. Okay. So as you can see, the level of realism is still there. Got your nice lighting fall-offs. Got your nice touch of occlusion, a slight touch of occlusion on the inner edges. the leather on the chair still keeps it level of realism as well as the blurred reflections. Using the blurred backplate um, method as well as 3%. I think it's 3% that we are using of computation blur, and so you can see how nice and clean this finishes off. And also the color grading is coming through on the RGB pass as well as the Cineon pass, the Rec 709 also, but you're going to get a lot of blacks on this pass without using bounces, but you can still definitely get a nice usable render. Okay, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. So yeah, this is a real-time 1 million poly asset, almost real time inside of VPR. Okay, almost real time.